Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be playing Primordial Secrets. We'll be showing you a brief how to play and play through. This is the prototype. It will be coming to Kickstarter soon. Anthony will put the link to the Kickstarter in the description so you can sign up to follow if this looks like a game you might be interested in, and you would get updates of when it's going to go live. So basically it's a deck building game where you are trying to build your deck with the pawns from the court. So here's the standard court pawns. They're the purples. And then you have your royal court cards, which require a sacrifice or sacrifices, as well as devotion, and I'll explain that in a minute. Then you have your familiars. These are all the same. This entire deck are all the same. But they have a great benefit. The familiars, when you purchase those, they stay in your visiting party, so they give you extra attack power at the beginning of the next round, and I will explain that also in a minute. Each player starts out with the same deck. It is 4 musicians, 7 messengers, and 1 advisor. These are your starting pawns. The musician, as you can see, the upper right is your devotion. That number represents your purchasing power from the court. So you have 2 devotion on each musician. The card here in the court, this upper left number, is the tribute cost that it costs you to purchase that card. So that costs 5 devotion. So you would need to have a total of 5 in the upper right corner on your pawns. You have 3 pawns in each time at minimum. Your bottom numbers here, the blue with the pointing finger.
The insight.
Insight. That is basically your attack power. The purple is your deceit. That's your defense. But it's called insight and deceit in this game. So you have your starting deck, and I didn't explain the musician. They're all the same on the starting pawns as far as they have the 3 numbers: devotion, insight, and deceit. But they each have different amounts of it. The one that, let's see, where's the advisor? The advisor has the higher deceit. It has 2, or insight. It has 2 insight, whereas the messenger has 1. So these would be the ones you would put in your visiting party for attacking, because they have the higher numbers. Whereas the musician only has 0. That would be used more for defense because it has 1 deceit. This is your hosting party where you would put the ones with higher amounts of deceit. And this is your visiting party, and I will explain all this in a minute, is where you would put the cards with your higher number of insight. Because what you're trying to do, each of us we're going to be drawing 6 cards from our starting deck. You're going to choose 3 to go in your visiting party, 3 to go in your hosting party. The first player, this is the prototype first player token, their visiting party, if their intent says they will do so, that is depicted by your intent that you choose. Your starting one, there's 3 in a 2-player game, 3 different types. Festival, which is a wine glass. That means you're not going to visit, and that also means you cannot purchase from the court. You're basically passing your turn. You would do that when you know you're probably going to lose. You're not going to be able to beat them, and you might possibly lose one of your pawns in doing so. The gala is there's 3 of those with the pointing finger. That one means you intend to visit the hosting party, and you have 3 of those in your starting deck. This is a 2-player setup. They are more cards if you have 3 and 4 players, and these galas point different directions. If you're a 3 and 4 player, you have some that point to the left, to the right. So whichever card you pick where it's pointing, that's who you're visiting that round. But in a 2-player game, obviously we're visiting each other. The last one is Gathering. That one, I'm not sure why you would play that. As you can see, it has -1 devotion and -1 insight. So it works against you, and you are saying you're going to be visiting because it has the pointing finger. The pointing finger means you're visiting. The wine glass means you're staying put. And there is one that we don't have it in a 2-player game, but it's a crooked finger. Oh, here's a crooked finger. I'm not sure why they included that in a 2-player game because it's not really relevant. That means you're forcing someone to visit you. Well, I guess actually this one's saying you're not visiting, but actually, I don't know if that overrides you not visiting. Maybe that's why. Maybe. If you play the wine glass, maybe it overrides that. I haven't really looked at that specifically. But in a 3 or 4-player game, if you have a crooked finger pointing to someone, it basically overrides who they plan to visit, and it makes them visit you. So obviously you're going to play that if you know they may possibly have some weak insight cards and you have higher deceit cards, or they have maybe a card you're wanting to hopefully grab and be able to collect if they lose to you, because they have to give you one of their pawns as a sacrifice if they visit you and they lose. So let me explain that. When you're visiting, you're comparing your deceit, which is the number in blue with the pointing finger, to you're comparing your insight, the number in blue is your insight with the pointing finger to their deceit number in purple, their total. They have 3 cards and you have 3 cards. So whatever the total is, when you're visiting to win, you have to beat them by 4 or more. If you have 4 or more insight higher than their deceit, you get to take their secret intent pile and choose one of them, and it goes in your intent discard at the moment. But when we refresh our intent cards, you get to choose whatever 6 you want to put in your intent deck for the next round. So, or next few rounds. Every 4th round is when you're going to refresh your intent deck. That's a tongue twister. But to get those, you have to beat them by 4 or more when you're visiting. However, if you're visiting them and they have, it doesn't matter, just one more. If they have one more deceit than your insight, I keep calling them all different, insight. If they have one more deceit, one or more than your insight, they've won. And you have to pick one of your pawns to sacrifice and give to them, and they put that in their pawn discard pile, and that is theirs. They own that card. So to win the game, you have to collect the 6 secrets of the secrets, or 6 sacrifices, or if the royal deck runs out, if someone takes the last royal deck card. The way and then basically, if it works, it goes to the next player. After you visit them to their hosting party, you resolve the battle, or whatever you want to call it. Then they, if their intent says they're visiting, then they do the same. They visit you. You resolve that. If no one wins, like if they don't beat me by 4 or more, and I don't have more deceit than their insight, no one wins, and that round is over. You just keep playing through the rounds until the game ends. Things happen. Either someone collects 6 secrets or 6 sacrifices, or the royal deck last card is taken. It's very simple mechanics. We had a lot of fun playing it. And of course, I think I said you start with this is your initial starting intent deck. As you collect more of these secrets from your opponent, that's when it gets a little bit more brutal, I guess I'd say, or you have more of an advantage, because these add, as you can see, higher amounts of deceit,
which is defense.
This one adds an automatic sacrifice,
which allows you to buy the royals.
This one adds extra deceit,
Defense.
This one adds extra insight.
Offense.
And this one gives you extra devotion for purchasing.
Buying power.
So all of these give you a really good advantage. Whereas the standard ones, you can see only one of them manipulates the numbers and it's to the negative. None of these give you more of a boost. So you really want to try to obtain those secret cards if you can. They really help you out a lot. And you want to make sure you are purchasing when you can, and the cards that are in your play area are the cards you use. The same cards you use to visit with are the same cards you use to purchase. So say I played these. I have 3, 4 devotion. As you can see, the little rows, that's my devotion. That is my purchasing power. So I have 4. So I would look here in the court. I don't have any sacrifices, so I wouldn't be able to purchase any of the royals because the lowest one requires 1 sacrifice. Most of them require 2 to 3.
So one of the skulls.
Right. So you're going to have to look here or here. In the beginning, you're probably going to be buying a lot of familiars, but those are very advantageous. When you purchase one, it goes into your visiting party. It does not go in your discard pile. And that stays there for the next round. So you get to put an additional 3 cards like you normally would. And this one adds to all your stats. It adds to your devotion, your insight, your deceit. And this is obviously how much it costs. They cost 2 to purchase. So you're always going to have enough to purchase at least one of those, even with your starting cards.
Well, hopefully.
They all have some. You would be able to purchase those. So you automatically have a leg up the next round. Then when that round's over, you could purchase the cards you want to purchase. Ones you purchase, unless they're familiar, go into your discard pile. Any played cards go into your discard pile, and you're going to draw 6 more. These are the standard court cards. They also have a lot of advantages. A lot of these have little actions that you must do, and they tell you when that happens. So, like this one is when hosting, double the deceit of one of your abyssal hosts. And the way you know if it's an abyssal, right here it'll say abyssal pawn. So it's a type of pawn.
This one says celestial, and then this one right here, right after the scudder, or what's that, scuttler? It says abyssal.
Mm-hmm. So it's the category of pawn. I guess that is a good way to say it. So you need to pay attention to those.
Yeah, Amanda did a combination that really destroyed. There's a lot of good combinations in this game.
You gotta really, that's later game, it gets really strategic and they play off of each other. So I had all, at one point, I had all of the purples in my hand of 6. They all have special abilities, so you want to play them in order. You choose the order you want to play them.
And that's very important, the order that you place.
Yeah, because the what was the combination I used? I can't remember. But it was a great combination. Like it, let me see if any of these jog my memory. Let's see.
Yeah, but there's so many combinations that you can do in this game. There's so many variable powers.
They all have different power. Like this one, when hosting, you captivate an abyssal visitor. Captivate means, how do they explain what captivate means? I don't want to.
Isn't that where you freeze them where they can't use it, pretty much? Yeah, captivate an abyssal visitor or silence a mortal visitor.
So it sets their insight and their deceit to 0 for the rest of the turn when you captivate. If you silence a mortal visitor, and that's abyssal and mortal are the types, when you silence them, that means it sets their devotion to 0 and prevents it from its effects from triggering the rest of the turn. So you're basically muting their mortal. But there's several cards that play on each other that you want to pay attention and play them in the best strategic order where they play off of each other and give you like total OP powers that turn. So it's a very strategic game.
Oh, yeah.
We really enjoyed it. I will say the hardest part is just remembering at first, but after a few rounds it clicks, is that on the insight and deceit, when you're visiting, it has to be 4 or more to win. When you're hosting, it's any amount more you've won. So that's your deceit if it's higher than the insight. But again, that clicked very quickly. So I think we're ready to play. Let me put all the cards back. So we draw 6.
Yeah, this is a very strategic game, and the mechanics is so different from anything we've played, and it's very, very strategic.
Yeah. Okay. And you can't really do much at the beginning. These are very
limited.
These cards, they don't have their stats are low, and we're playing with the same cards. So the first few rounds will be a little non-eventful. Okay, let's see. We'll pretty much and you want to pick your intent card. You get to pick any of your intents. How many do you have? Do you have one of mine?
No.
Do you have 5?
What?
Oh, it is 5. Right, it is 5. I was thinking it was 6. Okay. So you choose your intent. That's saying what you're going to do. You're going to visit, not visit, gather. Okay, so...
Yeah, as far as strategic card play, this is probably one of the best one I've ever played. It's very strategic.
Okay. So I chose my 3 to go in my visiting party and my 3 to go in my hosting party, and I'm just hoping for the best. Although I know he doesn't have any OP cards, so neither of us are going to win on this one. So we turn them over at the same time. We're both visiting because we played our pointing finger gala card. We played the exact same hands.
Oh, did you?
Exact. Well, it's the only logical thing to do. We have 3 messengers, 2 musicians, and a messenger on our bottom. It's really the only play you can do the first round.
Yeah.
So I'm first. So I'm going to be visiting Anthony's hosting party. I have a total of 1, 2, 3 insight.
I have 2.
He has 2 deceit. No one wins. The key is to keep him from having any more deceit than my insight. So now I get to purchase, and I definitely want to do so. I have 1, 2, 3 devotion, so I can purchase this one, or I can do a familiar. So this one is the Scuttler, the Abyssal Pawn. It would give me 1 insight or 1 deceit, depending on where I place it. And its special ability is when visiting, add 1 devotion to each of your Abyssal visitors. These are all Abyssal.
Yeah, that's good.
So it would add 1 devotion. I would have a total of 6. If I played these 2, it would give me a total of 6 purchasing power. So that would be a great advantage. So I'm going to purchase that one. Put that in my discard. We refill the deck. I think they're all. And now it's Anthony's turn to visit me.
So I have 3 offense.
And I have 2. Same. So he has 3 purchasing power.
I'm going to get this one. When hosting, move familiar from the court to the sculpture party. Then add 1 deceit plus 1 to each of your mortal hosts.
Okay, so then we put all of our pawns into the pawn discard. We put our intent into the intent discard. And we draw 6 more cards for our deck. So we're going to choose our intent. Oh, get my face up. And again, we're going to have a very similar hand, I'm sure.
I'm thinking we'll probably have the exact same.
Okay, so you ready? So we're both visiting. And no, we played a little differently. Okay, so he is the first player.
So I have 3 offense, 3 insights.
Okay, so I have 2 deceit, so no one won that one. He has 4 purchasing power in his devotion.
So I am going to buy one this and add 1 insight to each of your business.
And you can buy as many court cards as you want as long as you have the money or the devotion. He could have bought 2 familiars if he wanted, which might have been beneficial because he gets to put them both in his visiting area for next round. But
There.
okay.
You have all these upside down.
So I have 4 insight to his 2. Oh, wait. Ooh, I was 1 away. He only has 1 deceit, but I have 4 insight. I only beat him by 3. It's not enough.
I know.
I have 3 purchasing power.
And you got to pay attention to this one because it says when hosting, banish one of your hosts or banish a pawn from your discard pile. So you got to be careful with that one.
Yeah, where you play it.
Yeah.
Notice we both played it in our visiting area because we would have had to banish something already. And in the later game, that's very helpful. I would be banishing one of these low-level ones once I had a lot of better cards so they come out more often. Okay, so let's see. When hosting, I can move a familiar from the court to the sculptor's party, then add 1 deceit to each of my mortal hosts. Or when hosting, I can captivate or silence. Let's see. And I think I'm going to purchase this one.
All right. Oh, you got to put them like that.
And so we put them over to the discard.
And we'll have to be shuffling.
First player token passes. And in a 3 or 4 player game, that first player token is going to keep passing to the next person. But in a 2 player game, it's just going back and forth. We shuffle our cards. So now we have a chance of having a little bit of variation in our decks.
Okay.
Yeah, it gets tougher and tougher to really know what to put in your visiting and hosting party once we both start getting different cards. Okay. And choose my intent.
All right. Ready when you are.
Okay. All right. Ooh, he got one of his good ones. Okay, so I'm visiting first. I have 3 insight.
Yeah.
He has 3 deceit. So good thing I made sure I had at least 3 or he would have beat me. I only have 3 devotion to spend. I'm going to buy a familiar this time so I can keep that in my area for next time. And that's going to give me 2 more devotion and 1 insight extra. Okay.
So I have, let's see, 3, 5, 7.
Oh, does that add to your...
Yeah, add 1 insight plus 1 to each of your abyssal visitors.
So you have 7?
Yeah.
So he gets one of my secrets because I only have 2. I didn't have a chance. There's no way. And he gets to choose whatever secret he would like, and it goes face up in his intent. Oh, I'm going to see which one you get because it goes face up.
Yeah, good point.
So he chose the one where he gets a
Skull.
sacrifice.
So I could get the royals.
Okay, so we discard. I leave my familiar. Let's see.
All right.
Okay. So we turn them over, and I have 4 in my visiting party. Oh, you're first player this time.
Okay. And this one says move familiar from the court to the sculpture party, then add 1 deceit to each of your mortal hosts. So I forget where the sculpture party is.
This is a sculpture. You just move it into your visiting party.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Familiar. Okay. So, and you add 1
deceit to each of your mortal. I don't have any mortals, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's see. -1, -1.
I had to play the same one.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 minus, so I have 5.
You have 5 minus.
Oh,
yeah. Wait, no. I didn't see this one. You do have 6.
Yeah.
So you have 5?
Yeah.
I have 2, so I barely skated by. So he did not beat me, but he's got a lot of purchasing power.
I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. So I have 5 because of the -1. So when visiting each of your visitors, set the visitor's insight value to their current devotion. Oh, wow. This is the one you have that, like, dominated against me.
What is it again? When visiting for each of your visitors, set that, set that visitor's insight to their current devotion. So that's a great one.
It's a very OP.
And see, that's one you could play with another card. There was one, I think that was my OP move. I think there was one that added to the devotion of certain characters. And then on top of that one, you play that next, makes your insight the same number as your devotion. So you can stack on top, which makes this game very, very strategic. Okay, so I had to play my gathering, which is the -1 for both. So I have 1, 2, 4. Oh, but this one, I get to pull a familiar from the court.
Yeah. So it kind of counterbalance the negatives.
Yeah. And I didn't have any
2, 4,
more.
5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 5, 7.
So you have 6.
I have 6.
Yeah, you get my secret.
So I get one of his secrets, which is good because that will make it to where I will not have to play that gathering any longer.
Yeah, I was so happy to get that.
So I know which one I'm taking. Okay.
Copycat.
Because it's important. I learned from last game, Anthony got that early, and there's not very many royals that only require 1 sacrifice, so he scooped up all of those, so it got much more difficult to get a royal if you didn't have sacrifices. And as you notice, we're getting more secrets than sacrifices. Mm-hmm. It's a little tougher I had more attack power than I had defense, so it was almost impossible for me to take one of his sacrifices. Okay, so my buying power is 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 -1, so I have 7 buying power.
Wow.
Nice. Oh, that's an 8 one. I've never saw the 8 one.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't there's an optional rule we didn't do. You can leave the ones that are, I think, 6 or higher out of the deck until the second round, or you can leave them in. We just left the whole deck in. It just makes it to where the lower ones come out in the first round.
These are the same.
So let me see which one I want to get. Did I have 7? Is that how many I had?
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone backs this and plays it, you're going to be shocked how strategic and the card combinations you could get in this game is.
Wow. This one has
high defense.
4 deceit and 2 insight. It doesn't have any special ability, but that one is awesome. And then I have 2 to spare. I'm going to buy another familiar, which goes in my visiting party for next round. We refresh our intent cards because we're down to 1 in that stack every time you're down to 1, which is every 4th round.
You don't really
we really don't need to shuffle. I don't know what I'm doing. But you then get to choose the 6 that you want to, 5 that you want to put in your intent deck, and you leave the other ones in the discard. Okay, and I also need to shuffle my deck. I don't have 6 to draw.
Yeah, I only have 2. Yeah, this is one of the games that surprised us how much depth and how much mechanic it has.
Yeah, because when you look at it, it doesn't look like there's much to it, but there really is. I mean, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Okay, I need to see what I have here. Okay, Oh.
I think you're first this time, so that might benefit you in some way.
Make sure I didn't play anything that I regret. Okay, making sure.
Right?
Okay, let's see. All right. Sorry, I had to do math.
Right?
Yep.
You might have got me on the secret because of
Maybe.
I was very limited on cards. Look at my cards.
Oh yeah, I have horrible ones. Horrible ones.
I have so many messengers.
So I'm visiting him first. I have 1. Oh, and I get to pull. When hosting, move a familiar from the court to the sculptor's party. Then add 1 deceit to each of your mortal hosts. I don't have a mortal host. So I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 insight. You have 3 or 0.
I have 0.
So I get another one of his secrets. And I already know which one I need.
The buying power one?
No.
Since you have the skull?
Going for the defense. Okay, so I have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8. And I have a sacrifice. So I can purchase either of these. The Mortal Royal. When hosting, add 3 deceit to each of your mortal hosts. Nice.
You don't have any mortals, though.
The familiars, I have a ton of them.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Before hosting, silence a visitor. I think I would rather. I'm going to do this. I don't have enough defense, so I bought Davith the Ceta, I guess. Okay.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have 2, 4, 5 buying power.
What about your insight? You haven't attacked me yet.
I have 4.
I have 1, so I barely skated by.
So let's see. 5 buying power. So if I do these 2, I get
Take you on your visiting party.
Yeah, I'm doing 2 of those.
Okay. As far as I know, I know you can purchase as many as you want. So, clarifications. Let's make sure. If you move the card to your next visiting party, move it to wherever it's set.
Yeah, because it says in the card. It doesn't if this is the first familiar, you recruit this turn, move this.
Oh, only one. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, so I still have 3 then.
So you can only put one of the first familiar you purchased that turn. I knew I read that somewhere, but I couldn't remember where I saw it.
All right.
Yeah, the cards are very. They have a lot of information. Once you have the mechanics, you really don't need to reference the book.
All right.
Okay, so draw our 6 cards. And we choose our intent card. Okay. So Anthony's going to have 1 extra insight.
All right. Ready when you are.
I'm ready.
All right. Okay, so move 1 familiar. So I'll just put it here for now. And then for each of your visitors, set that visitor insight value to their current devotion value.
I think I played my card that I played.
So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9.
I have 4, 5, 6. Ha!
Wow. You got super
I
lucky.
stopped him because luckily I had the witness that has 4 deceit.
Yeah, you got super lucky.
I learned from last game. I did not have enough defense. So I stopped him from getting one of my secrets. And now but he has a lot of buying power.
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I have 9 buying power. Okay, so what's this 8 one? When visiting or when hosting, for each visitor and each host, swap that visitor or host current insight value and description value. Yeah, I think I'll buy that one. So that's 8. I'm pretty much done. That's all I can do.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3.
You didn't stop me.
You don't have more than me though, right?
No.
Okay, so I only have 3 buying power. Might have to just buy a familiar. Like a whole deck of those.
Okay. Shuffle cards. Oops.
And right here is where you keep your sacrifices. That's how you keep track of how many you have. We haven't obtained any sacrifices yet.
Not yet.
Soon. I will soon.
Pretty confident of yourself.
So. Oh, and on the familiar, I think he did read it. That one says when recruited. You just read the cards and they're very good at guiding you when you use them or when you can use their ability. And that can only be used when you first recruit them.
When you're ready.
Hold on. I'm reading all the.
My first or your first?
I don't remember. I think I am. You did go first last time.
Right.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. So, when visiting, add 1 devotion to each of your Bizzle visitors. So when I'm purchasing, I'll be able to add devotion. But I have 4 insight.
I have 1.
So he stopped me.
Barely.
So I have 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, did you grab that 8 one already?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Take that one. It's 6. Oh, I put that in the wrong area. And I'm going to get a familiar one as well for next round. And then
I have 5 because for each of your visitors, set that visitor's insight value to their current devotion value.
okay, I have 3.
I know you're barely skating by. So I have, let's see, 2, 4, 5. I have 5 buying power. Times of Bissell host. Find this one. Need a defense card. All right. Dang, you're ready. Doing your next turn.
I'm ready. Well, I'm not ready fully. I have my cards in my hand. Ooh, it gets harder and harder. The more of these you have in your hand, it's a lot harder to decide what to do.
I'm first this time, so. All right, ready when you are.
Okay.
Okay, I have a lot of cards that do a lot of things. So add 1 insight to each of your Bissell visitors. So I have 3 there. Captivate an Bissell visitor or silence a mortal visitor. You have a mortal?
Nope. Visitor? No. I have a Bizzle. This one.
You do have a mortal.
Oh yeah, I do.
So that one's silenced.
Is it or and?
Captivate an Bissell visitor or silence a mortal
So
visitor.
you're silencing that one. And silence is by my devotion 0.
Yep.
So I can't do its effects. So,
Okay, then move a
so
familiar.
I'm going to turn it sideways so I remember.
Move a familiar to the court. So I have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
8. I have 4, 5, and this one adds 1 deceit to my mortal host. I have 6.
6? Okay, so
You just can't get my secrets.
2, 4, 6, 8.
So you thought you had me on that one, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. So I'm grabbing this one.
Okay.
Your turn.
Got him a royal one. I love this witness card. It's amazing. Okay, so this one's basically it's insight still in play. It's just sets its devotion to 0. No, it prevents its effects from true. Oh, that's not an effect. Okay, so 1.
What about? I thought I silenced your familiar.
No. Captivate. You just silence the devotion.
Okay.
And it prevents its effects from triggering. but it's insight. It didn't say anything, but it's insight.
All right.
3, 5, 6. You have 1?
2.
Where do you have 2?
Actually, I don't have immortal.
So I get one of your secrets. Yes. Hard choice.
Okay.
And I get to. I haven't.
You just did.
Wait, did you? Okay, I did. I need to purchase 2, 3. Oh, this was 0. I can't purchase with that. 3, 4. 4 purchasing power. So I'm just going to buy 2 familiars, and one of them remains in my visitor party.
We gotta shuffle.
And we refresh our intents. So I have 3 secret ones I can use now.
Okay.
See what I've got here.
Yeah, 3 more and you win. Yeah, the first game lasted a long time.
But we weren't playing effectively.
And when you are.
Hold on.
So far, I think Amanda has double-checked every turn her cards that she put down.
Because I have no memory on things like that.
So the game normally would probably take shorter, but...
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I just have one thing to say. Who is winning at this moment?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So...
Okay.
My secret intent adds 1 to my insight. I don't have any special things that trigger. So 1, 2, 3, 4 insight.
I have 2.
So I don't get anything, but I get to purchase. So 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh, wait, here's a 6th one. Hmm.
36.
1. I'm going to get this one.
All right. So I got 6.
You have 6.
Yeah, so I get 1 of your...
When hosting, add 3 deceit to each of your mortal hosts. Really? You think you're going to get it?
Oh.
So I have 7. How many do you have?
6.
I beat you. You have to sacrifice 1 to me.
Wait, when visiting or hosting for each visitor and each host, swap that visitor or host current insight value and deception value. So, actually, that still doesn't.
I have 8.
Yes.
How many do you have?
6.
So you have to sacrifice 1 of those to me.
That's fine.
1 of your visitors. Okay, so I now have 1 of his sacrifices. Okay.
Okay, so it's my turn.
Oh, yeah. No, you just went. Oh, your turn to buy.
Yeah.
So that took away his buying power a little bit because he had to give me that one.
So I'm buying this and putting this one here. Okay. Shuffle my cards.
I really like this game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I hope it funs. There's so much. It's so simple, but there's so much strategy.
I would say for strategic card drafting games, this is probably the most strategic card drafting game I've ever played.
All right, so it's going to take me a minute here.
Ooh, wow.
We were putting this in the wrong place.
What?
The sculptor, were we putting it when hosting? Were we putting it up here? We should be putting it down here. Move a familiar from the court. Did we put it up here? Didn't
Yeah.
We played that wrong. So we needed to play the sculptor down here to move a familiar down here and add the deceit to the mortal host. We were putting it in the visiting party. I think we both did that at least once. Apologies on that. Okay, so.
Yeah, you have to really read the cards.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different ones.
I'm sure we're going to make a few mistakes. Okay. Whew.
Right?
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I'm first this time.
Okay. I'm ready.
Look how mine.
Well, hopefully you remember when you're editing to put the note in there that we played that wrong.
Look at all mine.
All familiars.
Yeah.
Is it my turn to go first?
No, it's mine.
Oh.
I just switched it.
Okay. All right.
So, see, I have 4.
Okay, so when hosting, this is how you're supposed to do it. Add a familiar from the court to the sculptor's party, then add 1 deceit to each of your mortals. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do you have?
4.
I get another one of your sacrifices.
Okay, so I have 2, 4, 6. Banish 2 pawns from the court, then repopulate. Not that beneficial. When visiting or when hosting, add 3 to devotion. Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember this one. That one helped me tremendously last game.
Okay. So I have. I actually had more.
Yeah, you have no buying power.
I have 3.
You can't buy.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. I accidentally played the wine glass, which means I can't visit or buy. But it did add to my deceit. So if I beat him anyway, but it would have made a difference if I hadn't have. We would have had to retally. So, not paying attention.
Right?
Yep. play the wrong intent card again. Okay.
So I get.
Definitely my turn.
I move this when hosting.
Okay. All right. So you may have taken me this time, maybe. So I only have 3 insight.
So I have +1. So I have 2, 3.
That's not a.
Before
It has
host.
to be a mortal host.
Before host. No, I was talking. I have +1. Oh yeah. Right
2,
here.
3.
Yeah. And then for hosting, silence a visitor. So I'm silencing one of yours. This one.
Okay, so silence means the devotion is 0. Okay.
When hosting, captivate an abyssal visitor or silence a mortal visitor. So I'm going to captivate.
Okay. So you're making that 0?
Yep.
You realize you could totally.
No, I'm over.
If you silence me, I couldn't buy anything.
Yeah, but I'm captivating so I could steal one of your cards.
You already have me beat.
Oh, do I?
I only have 2. I only have 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, I'll do
Why am I helping you?
Okay.
Why am I teaching him to be more evil?
So, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so you get one of my sacrifices. I'm going to give you this lovely one right here.
Mm-hmm.
It goes here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. So, I have 1 of
Okay,
these.
so I cannot purchase anything because I already attacked you. That was my attack, right? Okay, so it's your attack time. It's time for you to visit.
You didn't have anything to...
Couldn't purchase. You silenced them.
Oh, okay. So, let's see, I have 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I get one of your sacrifices.
So...
Because I have... Yep, I have 2.
So, I have 4...
So right now I have 3 sacrifices and I think 3 secrets.
So I'm buying 2 of these.
Halfway there. I don't think I showed you. There's a number on the top of these cards, the intent cards. They have a 2, a 4, or a 2, or a 3, 4. That's the number of players that you play those cards with. Same with the. Actually, no, it's just the intent ones. Same with the secret ones. Some of them just have 2s. They all just have 2s. Yeah, the secret ones, they'll have a 2 for a 2-player game right here. I don't think I mentioned that during the setup. Okay, so. But the book is really good about guiding you. It's very easy to follow. We were up and playing in, 10 minutes?
Yep.
So it was a very fast and easy. I like games that you can get to playing quickly.
And it's very strategic.
Yeah, they're easy but strategic. Those are my favorite type of games.
I'm ready.
Okay, so...
I think I might got
Sorry,
you this
I haven't
time.
even been looking. You think so?
Mm-hmm. I gotta check something real quick though. Not think about it. Okay, that's better.
All right, I'm ready.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm first, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so I have 1, I have 4, 5, 6. Add 1 insight for each of your Bissell, 6, 7, 8. For each of your visitors, set the visitor insight value to their current devotion value.
Oh, so you would do that first and then add.
Yep.
So you need to do that first.
So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9.
Okay. Yeah, you got me. I only have 2.
All right.
Okay. So
I have to buy 2, 4, 6, 7. So I have 7 buying power. Just missed it by 1.
I know it's hard to get those royals.
Okay, so let's see. Banish 2 pawns from the court. Doesn't benefit me. Oh wow, that's an 8-1. When visitor and when hosted, move the top 2 cards of your deck to the admiral's party.
Oh, wow.
What's that mean?
You get to put them in the area, the play area. When visiting, you get to add 2 more from your deck.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay, so I have 2.
Okay.
Did you beat me?
Yep. 3,
Ooh,
4.
I have to give you a sacrifice. So I'm going to give you a messenger that goes here.
Oh yeah. I always forget. So
What happened to your... Oh,
yeah, that's my messenger.
okay.
That's your deck.
So you have 2 and I have 3 sacrifices.
Yep.
So I only have 3 purchasing power.
Okay, so I can put this all away.
I'll just grab this guy here.
And we choose our...
I'm going to move mine over just a little so I don't grab your sacrifices.
Oh, well, I have it so the camera can pick up both.
I'm afraid I'm going to grab your sacrifices.
You won't grab it.
All right. And we refresh our enchant discard.
Oh. I got my thread my... Yeah, right there.
Am I first or you?
You're first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, just shuffle. All right. Right?
Okay. So I don't have any special things going on here. I only have 2 insight. Dang it.
You gotta give me one.
So I have to give him one of my sacrifices.
Okay, I know you're gonna give me the messenger. Come on.
Oh, shush. So we have 3 each, right?
Yep.
Sacrifices.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, wait. I can purchase 4. I was moving too fast. Well, let's buy 2 familiars.
Oh, you know what they add was...
Yeah, I couldn't have bought that one. So I'll have that for next time.
Okay, so I have 4.
Okay, so I have 3, and after hosting, move one of my hosts to the next round's visiting party, so I'm going to have 2 up here. When hosting, add 3 deceit to each of your mortal, so I have 7.
You have 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have 3 buying power, so that doesn't leave me with much. That's all I can get. That goes right there.
I chose to move my familiar up there.
All right. Getting close to the end.
Yep. I definitely have a more balanced deck this round, or this game, than I had last game. Select those here.
I think you're first, aren't you? Or were you first? Were you first
I think I was
last?
first last time.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 extra this time.
All right.
Oh wait, I need 2. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're hurting this time, both ways.
Who, me?
Yep.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
Okay, win Visin for each of your visitors, set visitor in sight. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
You have 8?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 4. I have 6.
So didn't hurt me there.
You didn't hurt me either, though.
Is that what you were planning?
No, I was hoping I would get you.
So I have 2, 4, 6, 8 buying power. So,
Remember, you have 3 sacrifices now.
oh yeah.
Why am I helping you?
Bench ain't no
I need to
mortals.
stop helping you.
Um,
Because I'm so nice. Oh, wow.
when host in Jones party, double Jones deceit. Wow. When Vincent banish any number of mortals from your deck or discard to add 3 to the devotion for each mortal banished. I'm getting that one.
Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5.
I have 2, so you can get me.
Or I have 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6, so I did get you.
Ah,
I didn't count the one that was in my hand.
okay.
Okay. Then I have quite a bit of buying power. Let's see. I have 4 sacrifices I can use this time. 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 4 sacrifices.
Nice.
I can get any of these. I can get any of them, but ooh, if there's another Bizzle host in that party, it doubles his deceit. The royal ones are amazing. That's a good one. Wow, it's a hard choice. These are all good. Wow. Yeah, I might have to take that one. The higher, more expensive ones really aren't as good. Ooh, wow. Wow.
Steal from yourself.
When recruited, steal a secret from yourself.
Wow.
Yeah. Good.
Wow.
That's like a game-winning card. Okay, so I'm going to steal one of my own secrets.
What are you talking about? You have to put it in the discard pile.
When recruited.
Oh.
When recruited means I am going to put him in the discard pile. I get one of my secrets right now.
Oh, wow.
Which one do I not want to let you have? That way. Okay. Yeah, and then after hosting, I get to steal a secret from you.
All right.
Okay, so that means I have I'm one secret away and 2 sacrifices away.
You have 2 secrets you have to take from
I
me.
took one of mine.
Oh.
So I stole one from myself.
I think that's a penalty. And then from there on out, you pretty much have to take mine. You get to take mine as the way it works.
That would keep you from getting 6 secrets.
I know.
How's that a penalty?
Because you have to steal one for yourself when recruited, but then from now on, you get
That's not a penalty for me. It makes it to where you can't get 6 secrets.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Okay, so I purchased, you went, oh, we're on the next round, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm behind. I was enjoying that card. Okay, so.
She likes the player powers of the cards a little much. She loves the meanness of the game.
I'm nice. I've been helping you the whole game.
Are you first?
I don't think so.
You are. She bought last. So you would, yeah, you're first. So. And when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, right away.
Ooh, I'm so glad I chose what I chose.
Before hostings, silence a visitor.
I'm not even going to visit you,
All right.
but you can silence them.
All right.
Because that means I won't be able to purchase anything. Which one you silence? Well, doesn't matter. Okay? You visiting me?
Yeah.
How many do you have?
I have, let's see. I went to the Abyssal, so it's 3, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. I have 2, 3, 4.
Visitor
Stop
on
at
hosting for
one.
each visitor. And
Oh, I have
each
more than
host
that.
swap that visitor or host current insight value and deception value.
3, 6, 7, 8. I have 10.
Hmm?
I have 10.
10 what?
Deceit.
How do you have 10?
Add 3 deceit to each of your mortal hosts. 3, 6, 7, 8, 10.
Oh, okay.
How many do you have?
7. So I have to sacrifice 1.
Yep.
Okay.
1 more sacrifice,
So
and I have 6
5.
of them.
when hosting, add 1 deceit to each of your abyssal hosts. Receive. Okay.
And I'm not visiting, so I can't purchase either. I now see how to use that card.
Well, yeah, it's a defense.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. You can play all defense, or you can play all offense and still win.
You have to have a balance, though.
Yeah.
I was doing all offense last game. I won, but I could have done way better if I had more of a balanced deck.
All right, ready when you are. Oh, first. So she gets 1 more sacrifice. I think she wins,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep. I'm not going to do it this round unless you really had bad cards.
Okay. When hosting, captivate an abyssal visitor of silence. So,
I had mortal and infernal.
so that didn't help me. When hosting, move a familiar from the court to the sculptural party, then add 1 deceit. So I move it right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when visitor hosts in, move the top 2 cards of your deck to this. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Yep, 4.
Okay. So we
You
tie.
only have 4? I thought you would have more than that.
No.
Okay.
So I have
Good
2,
thing you
4,
added
6,
those.
8, 9 buying
I
power.
realized I would have won the game.
Yeah. Each pawn you recruit this turn.
Remember, you can get
familiar
sacrifice or
Oh yeah.
royals.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Steal secret from the host and player. Oh wow.
Yeah, royals are the cream of the crop.
Yeah, they are. Okay.
Okay, so I have.
There's no way you got me.
I only have 2.
I have, let's see.
1?
Yep.
Really?
Wait, move. Yep. Wait, to see to each of your mortal hosts. So
You
I
have
have 2.
Yeah, I got lucky because I didn't have much. Okay, and I have
You not
6
buying?
buying power. This is
Oh.
6 one.
Okay, do this again. Five. I got my 5. I got to shuffle cards around. How many sacrifices I have? I thought I had 4.
Mm-mm. No, we each had 3, and then I got a couple more. Okay, and easy one.
Okay. Oh, you're first.
Okay, ready?
Wait. Oh, I didn't realize. Look at that. 7.
Wow.
Or that one, 6, 6.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this one I get to move a familiar from the court to the sculptor's party, then add 1 deceit to each of my mortal hosts. So, on my insight,
3.
I have 3.
And I have 3.
Okay, so I can purchase power 5. Look at this one. Okay.
Okay, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And add 3 to the devotion.
I have
Invisitant or
6.
hosting, add 3 to the devotion.
I just won the game.
Mortal. No, you didn't.
I have 6.
Yeah, add 3. Extra.
Hmm.
So I have 6.
Okay.
You see, of a mortal in this tier's party. Then if that mortal survives
Did
to
you
the end
add
of the
this
turn,
to your
faction. Oh, no.
deceit? How many did I have?
That's it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get sacrifice.
Yep. Did I count? Oh, I had 3. Okay, I was counting the wrong number. So let's see. I'm going to give you that one. So now you're 4.
So I pretty much tied her. So I'm pretty much,
I have 6.
I have 6.
Okay.
So
We refresh our.
actually, when
intent
Hosern
deck.
or when 3 to the devotion. Oh, actually, it has to be in the party.
So I beat you?
Yep. So doesn't that mean you won?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll take that one.
All right.
So I have my 6 sacrifices. Took him down.
I have 4
And
and 2 secrets.
I don't know how many. I have 5 secrets? Wow.
I have 2
One of
secrets
them
left.
were mine. One of them were mine.
Yeah.
I had 4 of his secrets and 1 of my secrets.
Yeah, this is an amazing strategy game. Like, the mechanics are phenomenal in this game.
Yeah. I hope this one funds. I don't know, I don't know how much marketing or how much people know about it, but hopefully, our video will help it. Again, Anthony, we'll put the link in the description for the Kickstarter so you can follow it. And I do apologize. We did make a mistake on that one card in the beginning. Forget what was the name of it?
It was the
Start with an S. The
yeah,
Sculptor.
Sculptor.
That is takes effect when you're hosting party. We were doing it in the visiting, and hopefully Anthony will remember when he's editing and add a little note. But I know that's hard sometimes to remember that.
If not, if you watch the whole video, you will get it.
Yeah, we mentioned it several times. But so definitely, this is a great great game if you like card drafting games. And this is one that has like a slightly different mechanics, so it's not like every other card drafting game you've had. It's a lot of strategy. All of the pawns have different abilities, and they play off each other. And so there's so much you can do, so many ways to win this game.
And the card combination and some of the power abilities are just really good.
Yeah, and if you can get a bunch of those royals, you are set. Although some of these are really good. Like, I didn't have many. I used these more than the royals. Did I ever even use a royal?
You did
Maybe
once.
But yeah, so yeah, there's some good cards in there, and it's called Primordial Secrets. Great game. Definitely worth checking out. And thank you for watching our video. Please give us a like. Feel free to leave any comments or questions. We hope you're already subscribed, but if not, please subscribe to our channel. We get a lot of Kickstarter games and a lot of new games that just come out, and we do a lot of content. So hopefully you enjoy our channel.